Hello everybody and welcome back to SkySaga Alpha 10. Today we're going to do some tips and tricks for the Earthshaper Gauntlet. So just quickly, I have been doing a little bit of work around here trying to remove some of these trees. Now these trees are quite an awkward shape in terms of trying to remove them with the Earthshaper Gauntlet, because of course the Earthshaper Gauntlet, when you click on a block with the pickaxe activated, it uses that as a corner point, which means that something that's the furthest out like this I can use to kind of start crafting a shape, but I'm going to miss half the tree if I do that. So the first little tip I want to give you is, if you have kind of started doing something and it's not quite right and you don't think that you've got the right area, you can right click or click the opposite click to where you have your Earthshaper Gauntlet and it will go back a step, and then if you do that same click again, it disassembles or disables the Earthshaper Gauntlet, which is really quite nice, and it means that it's a lot easier to do a whole bunch of this stuff. Now, the second thing I'm going to say seems a little bit counterintuitive, but when you are attempting to completely remove a tree or an odd-shaped object like this, the first and easiest thing to do to help yourself out here is to actually place some blocks. So rather than having the pickaxe out, you want to grab out your blocks with your Blockshaper Gauntlet, and what you want to do is kind of come to the ground level and find a point that is going to make a decent corner for you. So for me, it's probably going to be about here somewhere, although this may be a little bit too far away. So I'm going to kind of put a block down here, and we're going to use this point as our corner for all of our Earthshaper Gauntlet use. That may be a little bit too far away, but we can adjust this later on if we really want to. So once you've done that, and once you've placed your block corner down, the best thing to do from here is to use the Earthshaper Gauntlet to do a pillar. So we're just going to pillar all the way up, just like that, and then you want to do the same pillar again on top, and you want to keep doing this until your object that you're trying to delete has been completely covered by your pillar. So here we go, we'll just do a third one of these all the way to the top, just like that. Now this tells me it's going to take at least 3 Earthshaper Gauntlet destruction uses to pull down this tree entirely. But that is a good start, because that's going to be a lot less than doing this by knocking on pieces of the tree to get this moving. So here we go, we can start by clicking on this block, then we want to of course take this out to the maximum extent we can go. And as you can see, I have placed this a little bit too far away, so I'm only going to hit kind of the trunk of the tree, but in this case that's not too bad. It means that we'll have to do this pillar trick again in just a second to get the rest of the tree, but we're going to get a good portion of it in 3 clicks with the Earthshaper Gauntlet here. So once we've done that first click, the next thing we do is come up to the bottom of this pillar and we do it again. So we click again and we bring out the Earthshaper Gauntlet to the full extent that it is going to be able to let us go. So here and there, and then all the way out to the edge, just like that, and bam. And then we do that one more time and we will have knocked out 90% or so of this tree. So we're just going to quickly, once again, go out to the maximum limit that we can go with this thing. There we go, and bam! So there you go, that is 90% of that tree gone, and as you can see, the pillar that we created to be our little like scaffolding point, I guess, has completely disappeared as well, and has actually come back into our rucksack, and it is stored away quite nicely there. So there you go, that was 3 hits to remove most of this tree. If I had spent a little bit more time placing that pillar a little bit better, we would have collected up the rest of this tree, but that is actually not really too much of a problem. We can then go through and add another pillar if we really wanted to and finish this off, or now that we have a flat base to work with, realistically we could take from this point and from a point down lower, and we'd probably finish this off in 5 Earthshaper Gauntlet hits. So there you go, that is just a quick little trick in terms of how to remove an odd-shaped object such as a random jungle tree from one of your islands. I hope you guys have enjoyed this bonus tutorial for today, and I will see you in the next video.